Hello, space engineers. Welcome to the final exam. This is the 5th episode of my attempt at entrance into Henry's Hardasses. This is a custom scenario that I have built for the purposes of having a playthrough that has a limited inventory, to encourage different building styles out of me, smaller vehicles perhaps. So there are a lot of ways in which resources are limited. One way is that it is hard to find them. The other is that when you find them, a lot of times there are a variety of grades, different kinds of quality. The encounters, the POIs that you find on this planet are, in this scenario, are harder. There aren't any freebies like in the basic game where there are neutral factions spawning and just go and take their stuff. That's not really the case. The wrecks are still here, but other than that, I created a destroyed installations mod, so it has destroyed versions with traps of those neutral faction spawns that are in the game. Spiders. Inventory size is 400 liters. There's a time limit. In this scenario, you drop into your planet of choice, and you have 72 hours to get off planet, get to the rescue beacon, and press the beacon button to be retrieved by the Ascendants, which is Henry's Hardasses training vessel. If you don't get to the beacon in time, then you can do a self-rescue where you have to build a jump drive and get to the Gallows Rest Station, which is the Henry's Hardasses local station. There are dangers in space, so it is not a free ride once you get off planet. Currently, I'm trying to solve my resources problems. I managed to not die from starvation. And I did die once, but it's because I tried to load the game as multiplayer and it caused me to respawn. So I haven't actually died due to gameplay yet, which is one of my goals. So it's dark AF here right now, and I need to put some lights on here so that I can show you what I'm up to. So I'm going to do that. The logistical challenges here are real. This scenario is not supposed to be ridiculously hard, actually. It is supposed to be challenging and a reason to build small vehicles. That's what it is. So I'm sure it will be somewhat challenging to anyone who has not played a lot of Space Engineers. But if you've played a lot of Space Engineers, it shouldn't be that hard, really. What should be hard is like not dying at all. That should be hard. But like completing the scenario, you should be able to do it. That's the goal. So it'd be pretty sad if I can't. Right, now that I said all that. So what is going on with this guy? Maybe I'll put some timer blocks on here to control some things. I may need help with the arms, is what I'm trying to get at. I'm going to put some, I'm going to double hinge these arms. And the reason I'm going to do that is that when the drills are sticking out over the front of the vehicle, they make it pretty front heavy. So I'm going to put another hinge here so that I can wrap them up onto the top of the vehicle but not lining. So down is going to be down. Do that. I can't do that. Why not? Okay. Man, we got one placed here, right? So like, Why? Why? Yeah, why? You can do that. There's something weird about the hinges collision and just this one side of this. So if I cut you off, can I do that? Yeah, now I can do it. Okay. So if I did that, can I now put the cockpit back on? No, I can't put it on here. It doesn't want to let me do it. So I had some problems with my original cockpit. It wasn't working because of the collisions on it. Were a little funny just on the one side. So, So I've had to swap the cockpit out for one of these cab cockpits, which isn't the worst thing ever. We still get to keep our overall design. I'm gonna have some lights. So I'm gonna mess around with these arms a bit. I'm gonna get all the hinges placed and welded up and everything set up, and we'll come back. It's been taking me a minute to get this vehicle sorted out, and we are almost out of iron. So really need to get some more. These, these resource requirements are, I think it directs you sort of towards a smaller grid game, sort of, because you have to get more resources, or you have to get some really good resources in order to not have to suffer due to lack of resources. Like, in order to not have to get them all the time, like to go out and get them. I don't know. Got a little more steel, so I'm gonna try and pretty things up a little bit. Just a little. I'm not gonna go crazy. Just like to put a little bit of something on my builds if possible to make them look nicer. I don't know. I just think that's fun. That's fun for me. I just enjoy doing that. I know that maybe not everybody likes to do that, but I just think it's fun to make the builds look somewhat cool before you start using them, like, if possible. So it's not that big of a deal. At least once you've messed around with the blocks a lot, it's not that big of a deal. Critical. It's kind of a big deal until you have. When you first start playing the game, you just don't know anything. It just takes a lot of effort to know what shapes are available and where they are in the menus to do the greebling and stuff. It just takes a while. Hinge 3x3 left. Okay guys, we ran out of steel. I got the miner set up so that we should be able to take it out. I need some eating.
Fuel critical.
Do I have supplies? I mean, I have this on me. I have that. Maybe I need a gun. Let's go inside for a minute. So, I've set up a variety of controls on the hotbar for this thing, for a variety of positions. We've got up, we got down, we got two sort of basic dig down positions. We got some other up positions. This is going to allow us to adjust the drill and how much it's impacting the voxels, which is very important when using a mining rover. So I'm going to do a little more light setup just a teeny bit, and then we're going to get going. I think we're ready to go. We know where we're going, so let's take it off charge, unlock, and here we go. So I happen to know where I'm going. Oh, I'm gonna go over there, and hopefully we will not do any of the horrible, silly wrecking garbage on the way over there. These are uranium bushes, so when I get a large refinery, which I do intend to get, I'm going to go harvest some uranium bushes, because it'd be nice to have some power when we get to space that we don't have to, I don't know, wait for. Ugh. Darn trees. So I've been having a really good time with this scenario. It's intentionally a hard survival scenario that is not really supposed to get to be a big game. It is supposed to be something you continue from in the next scenario that I'm going to build. We continue our adventures. I mean, you know, we've got to succeed at this one first, I guess. So I'm going to try and be careful and not wreck. And I'll see you over at the iron mine. We're going to get digging with this thing. I'd love to add a lot more greebling and stuff to it, but we don't have any iron, so we're going to get some iron, and we're going to get some ice, and then we're going to fix the forager, and we're going to go out and look for some mushrooms, because we don't have any mushrooms yet. It'd be nice if we could have the full range of culinary options to satiate our bodily desires. I would, you know, I think that would be fun. So we still got a little bit of time. In this scenario, probably 60 hours left or so. So we should have enough time to find ourselves some mushrooms and grow mushrooms and all that good stuff. So I'm going to come over here to the side and go at this from the side, because I have to go down kind of a ways. So the first thing I want to do is park this thing up.
Fuel critical.
Oh, how many jetpack fuel? Nice. That's super helpful. Would have been nice to put an O2 gen on this thing, or an oxygen tank. I should have put an oxygen tank on it. That would have solved my issues. Okay, so we know way down here is what we want, which is the iron plus. Good stuff. Yep, this is where we want to go. Dig 2. Okay. We're about to get diggy with it. Is that a bad joke? It could be. It could be a bad pun. We're going to get diggy with it. It could be a really bad pun. You can tell me if that was bad or not, getting diggy with it. Okay, so we are not 100% level. So we want to get as level as we can. That's fairly good. Okay, drills down, drills at 8 degrees. That's too close. 12 degrees. What does this give us with a right click? Oh, that's a little bit. Okay, that's pretty good. We just want a little bit. We don't want to go crazy. Just want a little bit at a time, because we want to start a gradual slope. And as we go down, our slope will automatically increase a little bit. And so we need to, in this case, I'm using my gyro because to pull the butt of my machine down, because it's kind of heavy in the front with these drills up, especially when it's tilting forward. So we want to check to make sure we're level. And I just let the machine sort of go on its own. Once I get a decent angle and it's going down, I just kind of let it go. So I'm not pushing forward. All I'm doing is holding back on my gyro to keep it from tilting forward too much. Just to keep the butt down. It still looks like it's below me, so I'm going to keep going down. Yeah, I'm only at 21. Gyro action, try and level things out as we get off course a little, which is inevitable. So how deep am I? I am 31 meters. You know, this might be about where we need to go, so I'm gonna change to the 16 degree, 24 degree? Change it to 24 degrees. Now, we'll right click. It doesn't want to drag us down so much. So I'm going to try and keep this level, and I'm going to try and dig right at the dig 2. I feel like I'm going up a little bit, and I don't really want to do that, so I'm kind of smoothing down the tunnel a little bit. Just trying to make it a little deeper, change the angle a little bit. This is some of the things that you have to do to get this to work out. A lot of little, you can't just drive in here. You have to manage a bunch of different variables. You know, like I've got hard left on my rotate right now to try and fix the fact that we are here. We don't need to go all the way there. We can just be here. Okay. So we're gonna go negative 12 degrees, so we can get some left click mining. So this sorter is going to be whitelist, and we are going to have stone, because we don't want any of the stone. And we're going to have dirt, because we don't want any of the dirt. And we're going to have sand, so we don't want any of the sand. Okay, so now I'm going to do some left click mining. Yeah, so I'm having a little trouble with this vehicle's weight balance. So maybe as we fill it up, it will get a little easier to deal with. These ribs are horrible. So we get rid of them. Don't want to have any of this ribbing. I'm hungry. Okay. Yeah, so I got a little ribbing going on that I've been trying to get rid of. Wish I had the other cockpit on this thing. Okay, so let's turn the drills back on. Ribbing can be a real pain once you start getting it going. It can be difficult to stop. So you want to kind of avoid that if possible. Basically, the front of the wheels get in a rut, and then the front goes down, and then you make a rut. It's kind of like that. Okay. So we got a lot going on here. It's not 100% full, but I don't know if we can get it out of here. Yeah, I guess we can get it out of here. Wow. It's so front heavy. Down? Down. What? What? Minor hinges. Reverse? It's not doing anything. Something is weird and wrong. Okay. 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 Hinges. A reverse. Lower limit is like -24. Hinges B. Reverse. Wow. Okay. So the hinge limits were causing me a problem somehow? I don't know. It would be nice to get out of here forwards, but it would be nice to get out of here forwards. Can we put these at like 24? Okay, well, I'd like to turn this thing around, and I'm a little concerned about the hinges, about the weight. So if these guys reverse, I like to turn around if possible. I like to be able to leave the mining hole face first. Usually because drills are heavy, so it makes it a little easier to not just get out. Just to get out at all makes it a lot easier. I think maybe I need to work on the suspension. So if I strengthen up the suspension a little bit, it'll help us move a little bit better. Yep, there we go. That's a little better, a little flatter. This other side up here, we need to have individual side controls because we did that whole flipping business earlier. So it's just too heavy, or I need like a whole nother cargo container on the back. Might as well right click on the way up. I often like to try and dig things out as I go along. I had a recording mishap, so I got back, I dumped off my iron, and I decided that this vehicle is kind of tippy. It tips forward too much, so I put these wheels on the front to try and keep it from tipping over. Didn't get my center of mass very well handled with those drills on top, so hopefully this will behave better. And we're going out to get some ice. We need ice to grow the crops, and we need ice to make hydrogen to get off the planet. And I don't know how much ice we're going to need, but I know I need to grow crops. So while this may not be enough ice to get me off the planet or any of that garbage, it should be at least enough ice to grow food. So I'm going to go get some ice with this thing. And then we're going to work on the forager. The unicycle, I'm going to see if we can improve that design at all. I have some ideas about how to do that, and then we're going to go scouting with it, and hopefully we're going to find some mushrooms, because that is the only food item we have yet to find. And they seem to have made all of the food selections. A lot of the food selections require all the ingredients, so the better food choices. Well, all the better food choices. So I'd like to have the better ingredients so that I can eat the better food, because don't we all want to eat better food? You know? I think this thing handles way better with those wheels up. I feel so much more confident. I mean, yeah, I'm driving like 30 meters a second, like la la la, everything's fine. This thing still doesn't have an ore detector on it? My god. Okay. It's a mining vehicle, and it doesn't have an ore detector. More things to add to it. This thing's handling pretty good on the flats. I'm pretty sure the ice is over here on the right. I don't want to dig too deep. I don't want to go down too quickly, so I want to slowly get this going. And I gotta leave the HUD on so I can see what I'm doing, like where I'm going, all that kind of crap. Okay, so I'm gonna put these to, I think I'm down low enough, so I'm gonna put these at the higher setting. And the intent is we're just gonna go forwards. I don't think that's a good angle. I think 11 is going to be better. Let's go to 12. Basically, you control whether you go up or down with the angle of your drills. I think I want to go up a little. Oh, there's my hole. Okay, so let's make this something I can get out of. I like to be able to turn around. It's important when you dig these that you want to keep things level. I'm really good at looking at I've practiced a lot of ways of looking at the horizon indicator. So if the horizon indicator is not flat enough, if you're not going to be doing this, making this flat, you don't really want to dig it out. You want to try and make it easier to drive around. That's the biggest problem, is that when you're mining with these things, you don't give yourself what you really need. So we'll turn these on. Just try and get some ice now. Great. That's more than I wanted. Ooh, I guess we can try our new, features. And we'll put them up. Yeah, there's no problem. I don't know if I had an inertia teacher problem or what, but it's not having any problems. It's maybe flipping over. I don't understand. I don't understand why that was such a problem before, and it is okay now. I don't know. Right-click mine on the way out. Hopefully that will smooth everything. And we drive back in here and be hunky-dory. So we're probably going to be coming back in here again. Oh, I messed something up on my Rover. Was. I'm going to need a flying vehicle to do this, just because it's going to be faster. I mean, potentially, that's what I'm going to need to do. Not exactly liking this terrain, but here we are. Oh man, this thing is great. I'm really enjoying this Rover. It is doing it for me. That is our way through over there. We're going to need big cargo, actually, because we have so much ice now. We need a place to store all of it. So we need to think about base expansion. We have enough iron to build a large cargo, so we need to figure out where we might want to put that so that it doesn't inconvenience us. Make the base look terrible. I think I know what I'm going to do. Okay. So we need a large cargo to store all this crap in. And you know what? This looks like a good place for a large cargo, right? Nice to have an advanced assembler. Be nice to have a real refinery. Maybe we'll build that crap over here. Use one of these regular cargo containers for ports on it. And I put a spacer here so that I can walk around up there and stuff. So I can get around it, walk around it, and do things like that. So I'm just going to use a welder to weld all this stuff up, because I'm not going to carry all that crap around by hand. Oh, why not? I can do that. I can't do that. Do that. Oh, it's because of the ground. Ah, jeez. There we go. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to need some more. We're definitely going to need some more power. So while we are charging things, we are not charging enough, because input and output don't go together very well. So I need at least 2 more wind turbines. So we're going to do that over here. God, it'd be nice to have some silver. It's just such a pain to come back in here every time I want to up my hydrogen. Oh yeah, well, let's plant some seeds. We got stuff going on here. Things are going well. Okay. Let's get this power situation sorted out, because we definitely need a lot more power. Maybe we'll put a wind turbine up there while we're at it. We've got a variety of goals to deal with. I'd like to go foraging. It's not daylight yet, but it might be by the time I get the forager fixed. So maybe we should do that. And this algae farm is not helping, so we're going to get rid of this algae farm. So this thing has a lot of problems and needs a lot of help. So these batteries, not a good idea.
Inventory full.
They're getting beaten up. These 1x1s, maybe they should be 2x2s. It's too low. I'm going to redo the gyros completely. So I think this is sort of preventing the wheel from being damaged. This is not okay. Oh, that's what was holding the wheel on. Well, that's even
Inventory
worse.
full.
Yeah, can't have the wheel. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. Stabilizing that way. Now I need stabilizers that go left and right. So that's pitch, roll. And I don't really care about stabilizing it in the other direction. I really don't care about that. I've got 8 stabilizers and 4 controls. We're going to put batteries up here so that they're not getting blasted. Being close to the ground. So right now, the center of mass for me is significantly higher than I would prefer it to be. I don't really know how to pull it lower. I already put a bunch of gyros kind of lower, so I don't know. Let's check our crops. We've been messing around for a minute. Let's see how they're doing. Okay, we've been playing this game for 16 hours. So we got 50 some hours left to go. Oh, you're done. Yeah, crop health is 100%. Growth progress is not done. So we're growing ourselves some food. Oh, we need more hydrogen. Which is what we came in here for. We came in here for hydrogen. So we're almost done with our next iteration of the forager. We need to get a wheel on him. Because he's got a problem, he doesn't have a wheel. I'm just going to use a piston and a mag plate. Bump him up and add the wheel. So I'm going to lock this onto the ground, and once it locks, we have to unlock the connector. I should be able to increase our distance. Go all the way up. Now, can we add a wheel? Aha! Okay, so I want to go foraging. So what do I need? I need, like, this stuff, and I need a hydrogen bottle. I feel like I need more control gyros for the left right anyways, but like this is okay. It's not really doing better on the overall falling over business. So the center of mass for my overall grid is that green dot. It's really right over the wheel, so that's nice. I don't know how to get it lower. So we're just going to go for a drive. I want to go to a different part of the map. I want to go over that way and see what we can find. So we're going to try that. It's looking pretty good. It's something that you have to control, right? Like a lot more than you might regularly control a grid. But this is working out all right. I feel like I'm sort of, maybe I gotta be careful about not damaging that wheel. Left, you know, the suspension for the wheel, because I saw it dragging on the ground there a little bit. So we're out here looking for mushrooms. That's what we're doing. I don't know where they are. I don't know if they're even out here at all, but that's what we're doing. We're looking for mushrooms. Well, this vehicle is cute, but it's difficult. I thought I'd be having an easier time of it by now, but like driving it, I thought driving it would be easier by now. There's certain kinds of things that it doesn't do very well. So you have to sort of understand that and be gentle with it, I guess. Maybe the wheel needs more friction. I've already messed up that back connector. Wow. You know what I'm not going to drive again? This vehicle. I think I'm pretty done with this vehicle. Is there anything around here for me to forage? I really just don't see anything out here, and I think I've gone basically the wrong way. I'm wasting a lot of my time. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to go back because this is a waste of my time. So, yeah. So, it's just too hard to deal with this thing. It does okay on flat ground. It does not do what it was really intended to do, which is rock it out on this craggy, weird, whatever ground. It does not do its job very well. Its intended job. I mean, it's you know, it's a one-wheeled vehicle, and we're one-wheeling it around. But like outside of that, like, you know, it's got some advantages, but it's also got some serious detriments as well. I mean, it's on fire. That kind of sucks. Yeah, this part is working fine. Woo, friggin' who? Did that okay. Okay, well, I'm sorry I wasted everybody's time with 2 tries. At least it was kind of fun to mess around with the idea. I hadn't really, these are real rocks? I hadn't really tried it before, so. So now I know what this is all about. Without some kind of script or something, it's a lot of pain and suffering, I'd say. You think about what we're going to do next. We need a refinery so that I can get the uranium. I want to have some uraniums. So we're just going to leave this thing here. If I get desperate, I might try and scrap it for parts. We need assembler, so we're going to upgrade this base a little bit. I guess that's the next thing we're going to do is upgrade this base. So I'm going to go get some more iron. And when I'm done with that, I guess we'll see where we're at. See if this is the end of the episode. It's been a bit of a struggle. That's all of our stuff. Wow. Oh, no, that's not our stuff. Well, that's all of our stuff. Okay, so... I need iron. And if I'm going to make any flying vehicles, I'm definitely going to need a lot more nickel. So I'm going to get some iron. So I might show you a little bit of mining the iron but unless something bad happens, I'm just gonna make it maybe 2 trips for iron. Maybe 2. That's what we're gonna be doing. I'm pretty sure there's iron plus down here, which means I probably need to drill farther down than I can get to the iron plus. That would reduce the total number of trips that I need to take, so we might try that. So we got down here, and we got this. I still haven't put an ore detector on this darn thing. My lord. There's crap in here. So what I really want to do is, what I want to do from here is try and dig down. $12? Oh, just digging through all this iron, trying to get lower. Oh, somewhere down here is the good stuff. Ooh, here we are. Here we are. Oh, and that's the same place that we've been. Wow, okay. Okay, so now that we're here, let's get the iron. Now, what have we got on board? Some iron plus and some iron. Okay, that's good. Let's put these up. All right, we got ourselves another load of iron. Let's get the heck out of here. So, trying to avoid the lower quality iron, so that's why I just drilled through a lot of that. It's going to save me time and trips, so I can get more resources out of it. Oh, it's nice to get those rocks out from under the wheels. My God. You can see those lower wheels, those front wheels helping out. I don't know what I need to build the refinery. If I had an assembler, like a proper assembler, it would tell me. Where should I put the assembler? I mean, obviously the simplest thing is just to add it right here. So once I build this, it will allow me to just queue up what I need, which will tell me how much iron I need. And other resources that I may or may not have. Production. If I tell it to build... If I tell it to build one of these, that's going to be 9,000 iron. I got the stuff. I think I've got the stuff to do that. But I won't have a lot left. So I'm going to go get some more iron. I'm going to go get some good iron and come back. And then I'm going to go get some nickel and come back. We're going to build out our base a little bit. After I get the ore, we're going to figure out where I am with the cording, with the edit. We may be done for this episode. I don't really know. Wow, we are friggin' moving in this thing. It doesn't look like it from that other perspective, but we are moving at high speed through this terrain. So you can have an idea of what we're doing here. We're traveling at like 30 meters a second for the most part, which is fast in a rover. Yeah, we got some power problems. This thing needs like one more small grid battery when all the wheels are going. Oh god, let's get through this crap. Does not take long to get the ore once we're in here. It's all about driving there and back. What do we have on board, by the way? We did better with the Iron Plus this time, I think. So that's good. Alright, let's get this load of ore back. Oh my. Was not paying attention. Looks like this vehicle has got it going on with the front suspension. Now, I should get a large refinery before I bother trying to make sure I refine all of this crap, because a large refinery will be more efficient at it. Okay, so at the moment, what I am doing is getting resources and building sort of a little manufacturing center. So I got rid of the basic refinery, I got rid of the basic assembler. We're now using these machines to do the refining and assembling. And maybe I'm gonna finish the power modules. I've done 2 mining runs. I probably showed them to you. We got plenty of resources in the base at the moment, but we need like some other resources. We need like some more magnesium, and we need some more nickel. Nickel's about out. Cobalt's about out. Silicon's about out. Like all that, we're out of everything. So I'm gonna go and like, I'm gonna take the mining rover out and I'm gonna get one load of all that stuff. That'll be us for the episode, I'm sure. I'm sure I don't have time to do more than that. So that's what I'm gonna do. We'll see how much of that you get to see. Nickel, magnesium, cobalt, and silicon. So this is gonna be our trip for nickel. We're gonna do the farthest away first, closest last. So it's just like digging with gravity, really. Just kind of want to keep the butt down. Don't go too steep. Which it feels like we're doing. It feels like this is too steep. 5.
Dig in our mind the whole day through. To dig is what we like to do. It ain't no trick to get rich quick if you dig with a shovel or a pick. In a mine, where a million diamonds shine. We dig from early morn till night. We dig up everything in sight. We dig up diamonds by the score.
Alright, let's get this thing out of here. If we can. I'm not 100% convinced that we can without some more digging, but maybe we can get out. I feel like we came down pretty steep, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we're moving up in the world. That's scary, that hole. Jesus. I can't get over the hole. Oh no. Down? Maybe if these go down, that'll help me rock out of the hole. Oh yeah. Do I have any steel anywhere? No. Lots of crap on. Oh, we do have a lot of steel. We do have some steel. This might let me build something so that I don't have to suffer. Hopefully everything will be good now. And hopefully I don't have to come down here again, actually. So. Okay, so we might benefit from a shallower hole next time. Gentler slope. Man. Let's put these up so we can drive. Let's take our prizes back. All right, thank you for joining me for another episode of Henry's Hardasses final exam. We're getting our industry set up. We're getting resources into the refinery. And soon we're going to work on our escape vehicle to get to the beacon. So next episode, I think we're going to take our truck here, or the Magnificent Miner, or whatever you guys want to call it. We're going to take this thing and we're going to go out and we're going to look for uranium bushes, and we're going to try and mow them all down, gobble them all up, so that we can have some uranium for our journey. What we don't have is silver. We don't have any silver. So at some point we're going to have to consider how to get silver. So the only way I know to do that on this planet is to find some, which I don't think there really is any, or to go to a POI. So probably going to go to a POI soon and see if we can find some silver. So we need to build a vehicle for that. We need to build a different vehicle for scouting. So I'm not sure what we're doing next time, except I know one thing. We're going to go dig up some uranium bushes. If you happen to see me on this planet, stop by and give me a gargle blaster. It's been a minute since I've had one of those, and I'm feeling a little thirsty. Otherwise, if I don't see you, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please give me a like and subscribe. And we'll see you again for the next video.